You're coming in here to harm yourself, and that's why everybody here wears a hospital gown, because I want you to get ready, because that will be your wardrobe if you keep eating here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Unplanned America, where you're invited to join Parv, Nick, and me, Gonzo, as we flee Australia to road trip around the land of the free in search of the weird, wonderful, mysterious, and sometimes scary, unplanned side of America. This week, we get an insight into the grotesque offerings of the Heart Attack Grill, where excess is the order of the day. We get some food for thought.
I am the world's first burgerologist. This is an entirely different branch of medicine. We like to consider ourselves more in the holistic branch. Now, while my colleagues will promote things like vegetables and gymnasium workouts and avoidance of tobacco and alcohol, I'll do the exact opposite for one reason. I provide taste worth dying for.
We were in Las Vegas, Nevada to visit the Heart Attack Grill, a restaurant that offers artery-clogging items that made global headlines with the deaths of not one, but two people who went into cardiac arrest while chowing down on their famous bypass burgers.
This place is probably the most debaucherous and disgusting food place that the universe has to offer. People have actually died in here. I'm not even joking. People have had heart attacks and died in this restaurant.
Welcome to the Heart Attack Grill.
Should we take our clothes off underneath?
I'm a chili onion tomato, that's the single one.
Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Nurse Ricky. I'm gonna take care of you. Our butterfat shakes are really popular. We have a deep fried Twinkie butterfat shake right now. It's fried in lard. These are the only beers, no lights. Our wine comes in a IV bag, like you see right here. We have Chardonnay and Merlot. Jello shots are a lot of fun though. I administer them. They're strawberry vodka and they come in a syringe. It is orally though, so don't worry.
Is everything fried in lard?
Everything's fried in lard.
So what is lard? That's like a fat frying
We
pig.
have buckets, gallons of just lard. It's fantastic. My favorite part, if you don't finish your food, I get to spank you 3 times.
What are you spanking us with if this
A
happens?
paddle, a wooden paddle, yeah. You're gonna feel it. It's gonna be nice.
And you sell cigarettes?
We do. You know, we have to have a vegan menu.
First up, Nurse Ricky brought us some supersized aperitifs to whet our appetite.
For your medication?
Yes, sir.
Right. Remember, you gotta take it all.
That's a huge shot. Sorry, that's a lot of alcohol.
All of it. Take your medicine.
And then the man behind this temple to all things unhealthy dropped by to see if we were up for what was about to go down.
Well, I'm gonna have to check out and make sure that you're able to continue. Oh,
Doing all right?
we believe fat is flavor. So we cook as fatty as possible. We literally do smear lard on the griddle top before we actually throw the patties down. It's high fat. Let's not deprive ourselves. Butterfat shakes are the world's highest butterfat content.
Is that butter just like...
We just want to let you know that it's made with buttermilk. Butterfat shake, that's all.
That is so intense.
If even 0.25% higher butterfat went into the shake, the paddles in my ice cream machine would literally stop to churn because everything would churn to a hard butter. We've tried and we can't get it any higher. So you can know that we are delivering you as fatty of a dish as possible.
Thank you. Where are the fries? Underneath.
Yeah, they're all
Wow.
covered in rice.
Down below, it's just swimming. It's just swimming in this puddle of oil down the bottom. Look at that shit.
This is the starter.
This is too much.
You guys just ordered every medicine we make.
Nurse Ricky then brought out our bag of red wine and placed the IV drip in my mouth. And my heart skipped a beat before the bypass burgers had even hit the table.
So on a little side story, we're actually witnessing Gonzo trying to pick up a chick on camera. You see every interaction that comes over, he gets closer and closer to her. It's quite an interesting thing to behold. A whole segment could be devoted to that in itself. Stick around, folks.
People come from all over the world to be treated at the Heart Attack Grill. And that's exactly what we do. We treat them the way a patient ought to be treated. I'm not going to look at a patient and say, you need to diet. That's ridiculous. The Heart Attack Grill diet is single bypass burgers, triple bypass burgers.
That's the smallest burger they've got, and it's a big-ass burger. I'm up to the challenge, I reckon.
Here's twin double bypass burger.
Yeah!
Now this is only 5 pounds high.
Oh my God.
I cannot wait to spank you guys. I'm so excited.
I'm actually looking forward to it too.
Yours will be out in just a minute.
I set out on a mission, and it wasn't just to get the Guinness Book of World Record for the most calories in a sandwich. It was to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to make a patient happy.
Oh my God.
Look at how much bigger that has 20,000 calories. If I'm being honest, 19,900.
That's enough for 10 men in one day.
Oh yeah.
It's like a whole different thing in here. It's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
food as we're used to
I will
getting
say,
into our
Nick,
bodies.
food's about bringing people together. I feel we've
We are,
bonded
yeah, oh yeah.
today. Fuck, alright, let's try this.
Bad Merlot, actually. I mean, the presentation's not amazing, but
Arbo is systematically removing the tomatoes from his burger, the only probably healthy thing that is in that contraption.
Suffice it to say, you're a gentle weight in my chest, a little uncomfortable warmth in my heart. No one will accuse me of loving you, and even if they did, it wouldn't.
The boys and I were at the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas, Nevada, where 20,000 calorie burgers were the order of the day. Our arteries were clogging and my heart was racing as I found myself falling for our waitress, Ricky. But before I could let my love be known, Dr. John was about to school us on his radical approach to health awareness.
I'm telling it as it is. There's nothing hidden and masked here. You're coming in here to harm yourself, and that's why everybody here wears a hospital gown, because I want you to get ready, because that will be your wardrobe if you keep eating here. The Heart Attack Grill mission, as funny as it may seem to some people, is a very, very real weight loss program. Let's shock people into awareness. I came here from the diet and exercise industry, and I'm here to tell you the fitness industry, the medical industry has failed us. They have no idea how to treat the human being. And you could say, well, that's a very irresponsible comment. No, it's not, because the evidence lies within the obesity statistics. So what we've been doing and the advice we've been receiving is wrong. That's self-evident. We're creating awareness about the obesity epidemic, the global obesity epidemic, and we're having a great time doing it.
After gorging on our mega burgers for what seemed like hours, we were left with no doubt that this food was killing us. We hadn't even got close to finishing our food, and the thought that some people actually did was frankly sickening.
The rules are if there's food on the table, you have to spank something.
But in case the message about this food being bad for you had gone over our heads, we were about to be dealt a severe punishment to leave a bruising reminder.
Here's one.
get him!
I can't wait for you to go in the bathroom.
I can't wait to see the boys get that.
I tried to fucking be cool, but that
Thank you, nurse.
Oh my
not going to take a guy and say, sure, I'll take your money and sell you a hamburger when I know I shouldn't. But in this country, I can't just tell somebody, no, I'm not going to sell it to you because you're fat. I'd get sued. So I developed a third route. And that is, if you're over 350 pounds, just eat for free. There is more self-awareness created in a person stepping out of the closet and saying, in public, I'm gonna come to grips with who I am. I'm a big fat guy, or I'm a big fat girl. One of my best friends in the world died right here of a heart attack. We keep his cremains behind the bar, and I've made a lot of national TV appearances with his cremated ashes. And I do so for a reason. Same shock factor. If you eat here all the time, which he did, you're gonna die.
Does that feel like he didn't quite get the message of what you were trying to get across, that this was a sometimes food?
Sure. Well, let me explain something. Here's my friend Ailman. He was a great guy, and actually still is. The nurses all love to kiss him all the time. He got the message. He truly did. Yes, he came here way more than he should have. But he clearly got the message probably more than anyone. He was an absolute crusader. He knew the risk. He had a genetic predisposition toward coronary issues. Both of his parents died in their 40s of heart attacks. I'm preaching awareness. Know your family history. Go to your doctor, get checked out. And if you're good to go, have a burger every once in a while. And if you're not good to go, have a burger at least once every great while. Live the brief and precious time that God gave us to live here. I pity the man and I pity the woman who looks in the mirror and goes, my God, I'm fat. How did this happen? And it happened because as they got food from a drive-through window, they didn't even think about it. I believe that large fast food restaurants should be very open and very clear with the fact that what they do is purvey bad for you, legal but bad for you substances. And provided they tell people that up front and don't try to persuade your children by Happy Meals or have playlands associated. These are very adult meals, and I position them in a very adult light. I don't market toward children. That would be a horrible thing to do.
I won't go up on the address, I'll leave that to you. That could be inappropriate.
It's the best part of getting mics.
I know, or being the micer. We could just sit it like in the cleavage.
Go ahead.
Nurse Ricky obviously has been administering care to us today. We got spanked by you, and I
know, I enjoy it a little bit.
You have very good technique. Like, obviously for us, you wound up and destroyed us. Yeah. It's like, I can feel that it's bruising up now.
Let's see.
It's.
The more I like you, the harder the paddle.
So who did you paddle the hardest?
I don't know.
You meant to say me, but anyway.
Probably you. I don't know. It was definitely you. 100% you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Of course it was you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Cheers. So when you finish and you're done at 4:30, we should maybe grab a drink tonight. It's our last night in Vegas.
Last night?
Yes, we should go out in style.
Well...
I've already made contingencies to get out of that other shoot. I'm actually honest, I can get out of that. I can send the other guys to do it.
I love it. So what are you, like, what is
the whole thing about?
Yes.
So it's called Unplanned America. It's about American subcultures. Well, I got to get you to sign a release form as well. That was awkward. Fucking hate all of you. I'm depressed, and this is Heartbreak Grill.
I'm a guy who grew up on Coca-Cola and French fries and hamburgers, and I want to make responsible, mature decisions as far as how often I should continue to eat that. If restaurateurs do not act responsibly, as I believe the Heart Attack Grill does, they will eventually be restricted by various governments. One way or another, I'm going to make money. McDonald's, one way or another, they're going to make money. At least I'm going to tell you the truth in the process. And if every other restaurant in the world had the honesty we did, I think that the global waistlines would shrink down to a reasonable level. We're an extremely dark, extremely morbid concept, but there within lies the fun.
I feel so sick. Actually, like halfway through eating all that, I started getting like head spins like the first time you try a cigarette.
I feel a bit full from the food. My main thing is I'm a bit heartbroken, to be honest.
Yeah, Gonzo.
I had a real thing for I really like Ricky. She's gorgeous, she was lovely. I think there was a genuine connection there. She's a special lady. I'm actually genuinely heartbroken.
While Dr. John's radical approach to health awareness was certainly unconventional, he made some very valid points about the questionable ethics of his fast food counterparts and was very transparent that this food could eventually kill you. And one thing was for sure, none of us would be eating this trash for at least a couple of days.